Hello my dear children, let us continue with the MCQ tips of the chapter Chemical Kinetics now. You know what is chemical kinetics? Chemical kinetics means it is a branch of the chemistry which deals with the study of a rate of the reaction. Detail again we have already covered. In my last lectures I have covered details part wise. There are three types of reaction I shared already with you: fast, slow and medium reactions. There are two types of rates, average and instantaneous. Each and every point I have covered in my last lectures. Now just today I will give you only MCQ tips, fastest way to attempt the questions from this chapter. Okay, now I am taking just the MCQ. Now there are three types of reactions: fast, moderate and very slow. There are two types of rates: average rate, average and instantaneous. Instantaneous rates. Which rate is preferred? Instantaneous rate is preferred. Average rate is where the time interval is quite large. So when the delta t approaches 0, then the instantaneous rate become average. Average rate become instantaneous. So when the time approaches 0, the average rate become instantaneous. Because in average rate, it is C2 minus C1 by T2 minus T1. The time interval is quite large. Now first of all, start with the rates of the reaction whose unit is mole per liter per second. It's a mole per liter. Capital M stands for molarity. It's a mole per liter. As a unit of time is second per second. So it's the rate of the reaction. So I think you have written that I've covered one or two objective questions. At what time average rate become instantaneous? When the time approaches 0. Which rate is preferred? Always instantaneous rate is preferred. Let us start with the rate expressions. How to write the rate expressions? During writing rate expressions, stoichiometry coefficients are ignored. For example, what is the rate expression of A? It is minus half d by dt of A. What is the rate expression of B reactant? It's minus 1 by 3 d by dt of B. What is the rate expression of the product side? It's a plus 1 by 4 d by dt of D. So these are the rate expressions. Any of the reaction may come in the exam. You have to write the rate expressions. So you are always making a stoichiometry coefficients independent. Now I am taking numerical related with this rate expression. That's objective questions. Write down one question. The question is, reaction is given N2 plus 3H2 arrow 2 ammonia, N2 plus 3H2 arrow 2 ammonia. This is a reaction given. Lot of questions covering this. If the rate of the decomposition of hydrogen is given, hydrogen rate is given. Write down the rate of hydrogen is 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 3 mole per liter per second. One of the rate of the reactant is given, and you have to calculate the rate of the formation of ammonia. So what you will do, you will write minus 1 by 3 d by dt of hydrogen. It is plus is equal to, because the rate of the disappearance of reactant is always equal to the rate of appearance of the product, plus half d by dt of ammonia. So this is the first topic we are taking, where rate expressions along with the calculation of the rates are there. So rate of the hydrogen is given, you have to calculate the rate of ammonia. So you will do like this: minus it's plus d by dt ammonia, bring 1 by 2 to this side, it will become 2 by 1 into 1 by 3 multiplied by the rate of the hydrogen which is given. It's 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 3. Option will be given, you select the right answer. The right answer is 1 point. If the right answer is, you can write the answer of this question is 1.2 into 10 to the power minus 3 mole per liter per second. 1.2. I am taking more question like this. Write on the second question the same topic, where there is a calculation of the instantaneous rate. Now you take the question number second, same topic, so that you will become master of this topic. Second question. Now you may take the question is, reaction is given 2SO2 plus O2, 2SO2 plus O2 arrow 2SO3. Now the rate of the decomposition of O2 is given, of oxygen is given. Oxygen rate is 1.5 into 10 to the minus 3. This rate is given, and you have to calculate the rate of the formation of SO3. It's very simple again. It's minus d by dt of oxygen. It is equal to plus 1 by 2 d by dt of SO3. Bring 1 by 2 here. It's 2 by 1 into rate of this oxygen. It is given. It's 1.5 into 10 to the minus 3. It is equal to d by dt of SO3. So this is the way you can calculate. The answer is 3 into 10 to the power minus 3. You will select the option. So many questions related to this topic. When I will start doing the MCQ in the next session, I will start with the solving the questions, then I will take more and more. But dear children, before completing this topic, just write one thing must. During attempting the numericals of like this, always convert your mass into moles. If the reactor mass is given, it's given in amount is given in grams, then you please convert into moles per liter. Before converting into moles per liter, you can't start this numerical. So it's first one condition is the concentration must be in mole per liter. If it is in gram per liter, convert it into mole per liter by dividing it into molecular weight. So it's a condition. Now we have covered one topic of this chapter, types of the reaction, 3 types, 2 types of rate, average rate and instantaneous rate. Which rate is preferred? Always instantaneous rate is preferred. When the time approaches 0, the average rate become instantaneous. And the question related to the average rate I have not taken because average rate is very easy to calculate. C2 minus C1 by T2 minus T1. This is the instantaneous rate I have calculated, where the rate of disappearance of reactant is equal to rate of appearance of the. More of a question I will take during solving MCQ. Now write down the next second topic. Second topic is rate law. This topic you will cover molecularity, order, complex reaction, rate law. Rate law is always, in the rate law we will write rate occasion. Rate occasion, we will always write rate occasion from the slowest step. Slowest step is a rate determining step. Detail you have already listened. Slowest step is rate determining step. During this topic, there is a entry of the order of reaction, as well as there is a molecularity of the reaction, elementary reaction, complex reactions, extra. You know what is the elementary reaction? Which takes place in one step. Elementary reaction is that which takes place in one step whose order and molecularity is same. Write down 2 definitions. Elementary reaction is that which takes place in one step and whose order and molecularity is same. Complex reactions are those which takes place in number of steps. Those are complex reactions. And remember, molecularity of the complex reaction has no relation. Always this order of always the molecularity. You will, whenever a complex reaction will be given, you will make the steps. I will show you now. You will make the steps, and from the steps you will find which one is the slowest one, and from the slowest step you find the molarity as well as order. So again, I'm taking the questions related to this topic on rate law. It's the actual rate of the reaction. It is from this we will take the help of writing rate occasion. Rate occasion is written from the slowest step, and order of reaction, molecularity, elementary, complex, mechanism. This topic we have already covered when we have done descriptive time. I am taking question related with this topic. Write down questions of this topic. Now first question is rate law and mechanism. So I am taking questions one by one. First question you write, reaction is 2A plus 3B arrow product. 2A plus 3B arrow product. Reaction question is, if the concentration of A is doubled, if the first part, if the concentration of A is doubled, then the rate become 4 times. Okay. After that, when the concentration of the reactant B is doubled, then the rate become 2 times. The question is, calculate the overall order, rate constants. There's so many things you want to do. Any of the question they can ask. What did you write? Start with R is equal to, okay, first of all you calculate the order. R is equal to K A power X and B power Y. A power X, B power Y. Because first of all you calculate the order. After that you sum up the orders, this will come overall order. From the overall order you can calculate the units of rate constant. I will take few questions, 5-6 questions I will take. Now I am taking concentration of A is doubled, rate will become 4 times. Write down. Rate will become 4 times 4R. When the concentration of A is doubled, B remains same. B. So what is the answer? If you will divide these two equations, R cancels, your answer will come 4 is equal to your B by Vy cancel, A cancel, answer will come 2 to the power X. So it's 2 square is 2 to the power X, so X is equal to 2. Note down your X will come 2. X will come 2. So this is all. Now I'm taking next. Now second part, now the concentration of B is doubled. When the B is doubled, the rate will become 2 times. Now concentration of B is doubled. When the rate becomes 2 times, A remains same, but the B is doubled now. It's 2By. Now you divide this is the first equation, this is the third equation. Divide 3 by 1, your answer will come 2 is equal to 2 power Y. That means Y is equal to 1. That means your answer is X is 2 and Y is 1. Or you have calculated individuals order and the overall order is 3. It will come R is equal to K A power 2 B power 1. Your answer is overall order is 3. When the overall order is 3, so this is your rate equation. So many questions. Rate equation is R is equal to K A power 2 B power 1. It's a rate equation. The overall order is 3. And what is the units of rate constant? You will remember one formula, dear children. K is equal to mole per liter power 1 minus N per second. Always remember this formula. You put your N is the overall order. So it's 1 minus 3 minus 2. Your answer will come mole minus 2 liters square per second. It's a unit of the rate constant. I think it's clear. I will take more questions because every time the question style will be different. Now write down next question is second question. So it's overall order. After calculating overall order, rate equation we will calculate each and everything. Now next question for practice. Now the reaction is A arrow P. A is your reactant, P is a product. The concentration of the A become 4 times R is equal to K A power X. Am I right? The question is the concentration of A become 4 times. The concentration of A become 4 times. Then the rate is doubled. When the concentration, calculate the order of reaction. Very simple. Calculate the order. Just one line. The rate becomes doubled when the concentration becomes 4 times. So what will you write? You will divide these two equations. When you will divide these two equations, R cancel, K cancel. Your answer will come 2 is equal to 4 power X. That is 2 is equal to 2 square 2X. This means it's 2 power 1 is equal to 2 power 2X. That means 2X is equal to 1 and X is equal to 1 by 2. Order may be 0, my dear, order may be fraction. But remember, molecularity always is a whole number. Molecularity never be 0, molecularity never be in fraction. So this is the order is half. So it's 2 is equal to 4 power X. 4 is 2 square. It's 2 square. X is already, it's 2X. 2X is equal to 1. X is equal to 1 by 2. The order is fraction. I'm taking third question. Third questions. Write down the reaction is R is equal to K A power 1 and B power 2. A raised to power 1, B raised to power 2. The question is volume is suddenly reduced to half. Volume is reduced to half. When the volume reduced to half, then write what change will come in the rate. What change will come in the rate. Dear children, when the volume become half, the concentration become doubled. You will write R1 and R2. So R2 is equal to K, concentration become doubled. So your answer is what? You well know, it's 8 times. It's 2 square, 4 into 2, 8. So it's R2 is equal to 8 and R2 by R1 is equal to 8. Answer is 8 times. So new rate is 8 times more than the old rates. So when the volume become half, the concentration become doubled. Write on the next question is, now in the next question I am taking the slow and fast step, mechanisms, order, molecularity, everything will come now. Write down. The next question is x2. There is a reaction which is x2 plus y2 arrow 2xy. The mechanism of the reaction is given. Write down the mechanism. Mechanism. In the mechanism, first step is fast. x2 double arrow 2x. The first step is fast. Second step is x plus y2. X plus y2 arrow xy plus y. This is a slow step. This is slow step. Third is x plus y arrow xy. It is again very fast. It's a very fast step. Reaction is given on the top, and the question is find rate occasion. Just find rate occasion. So dear children, when the first step is slow, the second is fast. If the first step is, just think for a minute, the first step is slow, the second is fast. Then your rate occasion is R is equal to kx2. If the first is slow, second is fast, your answer is this, R is equal to kx2. But when the first is fast, second is slow, then it will take 1 minute, just 1.5 minutes. What you will do, when the first is fast, you will apply law of mass section to the fast. You will apply law of mass section. You will write k is equal to x power 2 and divided by x2. Very simple it is. That is what is the law of mass section. You know the equilibrium constant it is. It's equilibrium constant. Equilibrium constant is equal to product concentration divided by, it's x power 2 divided by x2. It's a fast. For the now fast method, from the fast occasion you will make like this. It is a applied law of mass section, and this is your equilibrium constant. Now after that slow has come. Now this you wait for this. Write down 1. Now you will write R is equal to k. This k is a rate constant. This is the equilibrium constant. This is a rate constant. It is k. It is x and y2 because the slow has come now. It's a slow. From the slow you have written the occasion. Okay. Now what you will do? You will substitute the value of x, because x is a reactant which was in the fast occasion. Now it's in the slow occasion. It released from the fast but now comes in the slow. So from this you will first of all you write down x square is equal to k into x2, and x is equal to, it's under root k. It's under root k, or you may write k half. It's very simple to write k half and x2 half. K half and x2 half. You put x here, your answer will come. You just put x here. So this is from the fast applied law of mass section. It's equilibrium constant, and from this what you will do? You will calculate the value of those reactant which is released from the fast and added in the slow, and that is x. So it's x here is equal to k into x2. We want x. So x is equal to k half x2 half. So when you put the value, the answer will come. Constant into constant is a new constant. So R is equal to k dash. So here it is your x2 power half, and it's a y2. So you will select the right option. So it's a rate occasion. So rate occasion when the first is your after that you can calculate the order. The order is it's an overall order half plus 1. Overall order is half plus 1 is 3 by 2. So you will, when the order is 3 by 2, what is unit? K is equal to mole per liter power 1 minus n per second. Put your n is 3 by 2. This comes rate constant. This topic covered so many questions. This is rate law, or rate occasions, molecularity, order, so many other things. So this is all about what is molecularity. Molecularity, you know what? Molecularity is just, it's a number of the reacting species. I told you molecularity of the complex reaction has no meaning at all, and molecularity can never be zero, can never be in fraction. Let me start more and more questions now. Write down. Next is, now where there is a methods, integrate next topic. You may write integrated rate law methods to calculate order of the reactions. Integrated rate law methods to calculate order of the reactions. First zero order reaction, second is first order reaction. Zero order reaction, you mark first order reaction. You make two columns please. First order reactions. In the zero order reaction, you know when you plot a graph between rate versus concentration, rate never depend upon the concentration, it's zero order. And in first order rate and the rate, there is a rate and concentration, both are directly proportional because you know R is equal to K concentration power 1. So this is first order it is. Okay. So what is zero order reaction? Those reactions which never depend upon the concentration but depend upon the catalyst. For example, N2 plus 3H2 waiting for catalyst. The catalyst will come platinum 2 ammonium will form. H2 plus Cl2 arrow 2HCl waiting for the catalyst sunlight 2HCl form. So those reactions which are catalyst dependent waiting for the catalyst, the moment catalyst will come, the reaction will only start, not depend on the concentration quantity. Those reactions are zero order. So this is zero order reaction where rate is independent upon the concentration. But in this rate depend upon the concentration. So first point differ I discussed with you. I think you might have drawn these two graphs. Now second point, write down number wise. Second point. In this case, half-life is equal to initial concentration by 2K. But in this case, half-life is equal to 0.693. Derivation we already derived in descriptive classes. So you know you can see what's A naught. A naught is the initial concentration. So when we will draw a graph between half-life and initial concentration, it's the initial concentration, then half-life depend. But here half-life is independent upon initial concentration. So these two graphs widely differ. When the rate, when there is a rate, this side concentration. The graph is parallel to x-axis, zero order. But in this case, zero order, half-life totally dependent upon initial concentration. Half-life depend upon initial concentration is the zero order, where half-life is independent upon initial concentration is the first order. Right, the third point. The third point is here K is equal to A naught minus A by T, where here K is equal to 2.303 by T log initial concentration, but concentration after some time, that is left after some time. A naught is the initial concentration and A is the concentration which left after some time. A naught minus A by T. So it's a log A naught by A. So this is the this K is a rate constant from zero order, and this is a time, and this is the again it's a initial concentration, and it is your concentration of the reactor which is left after some time. So now for this you make two graphs now. If you plot a graph by taking on y-axis just K, but here in y-axis the natural logarithm K. Dependent, when there is a on y-axis there is a log terms, it is a first order graph. When on y-axis simple constant, and here there is a concentration. Simple, you can take concentration, you can take just wait, you can take on y-axis just concentration of any reactant A, and x-axis time. Here again concentration, natural logarithm concentration, and here it is again time. The graph is like this. Graph is here slope is equal to minus K. Here also slope is equal to minus K. So this is zero order. From this, if on the y-axis there is no term of the log, it is a zero order. But if on the y-axis there is a term of the log, it is always a first order. So this is zero order. It's a concentration versus time. It's again concentration but with natural logarithm versus time. Next is, but if here it is given log, just log given, log log 10, A naught by A, then the slope is equal to K by 2.303, and this type of curve. Then slope is equal to K by 2.303. When the log A naught by A comes, then slope is equal to K 2.303. So this formula sooner I will use in the numerical, just wait. Let me complete the theoretical portion first. Next point you will please write this is a zero order reaction whose unit is mole per liter per second. and the unit of the zero order reaction is the same as that of the rate of the reaction. Very interesting. The unit of the constant K, unit is the same as the unit of the rate of reaction, but in this case the unit of the K is just per second. Right? The units are different. Units of the zero order is the same as the rate of reaction, and here the unit of the first order is just per second. Mole per liter per second, same unit is of the rate of reaction. Next, last formula left. X is equal to Kt. What is X? X is the amount of the reactant reacting at that time, not left reacting. And here X will calculate like this. K is equal to 2.303 by T log A by A minus X. This is the way to calculate. Here very simple to calculate. X is equal to Kt. What is X? X is the amount of the reactant reacting at that time, not left. So I am taking question related with these all topics. Write down question number 1. First question covering this. First question is rate constant of the zero order. Write down heading. Make a heading is zero order. I am taking questions of zero order first. Rate constant of the zero order is 0.02 mole per liter per second. Rate constant of the zero order is this. Its initial concentration is A0 is given 0.75 m. Initial concentration is given. Calculate the concentration of the reactant left after 30 seconds. 30 seconds. What left? So apply the formula. K is equal to A0 minus A by T. Very simple formula. Zero order. K is a rate constant. 0.02 is equal to A0 0.75 minus what left is A, and time is 30 seconds. So you multiply 30 multiplied by 0.02 is equal to 0.75 minus A. So it is your 30. You please do the calculations, and the answer you write down. The answer of this question is just 0.15. Calculate it. It is 0.15. So again listen, this formula is very simple. K is equal to A0 minus A by T. K is 0.02 and A0 is 0.75 minus what left is A, and the time is 30 seconds. Let me check 30 seconds. Put here 30, do the calculations. So after that, I am taking second questions of same type. Now the question is for a zero order reaction, the initial concentration is A0. A0 is given 0.2 m. Initial concentration is given, and the rate constant is again given. The rate constant is 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 mole per liter per second. The question is calculate half-life. Now what is the half-life of the zero order? Half-life of the zero order is equal to A0 by 2K. You put the value, you get the answer. A0 by 2K. A0 is 0.2 divided by 2 multiplied by, so it's very simple. So 0.2 divided by 2 multiplied by 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 3. So zero order reactions. Next, more question of this zero order. Very important question of the zero order I will take in my next lecture. Now after that, write down first order reaction. In the first order reaction, write down one very important line. Radioactive decay is a first order reaction. Natural and artificial. Natural, artificial radioactive decay is a first order. Natural and artificial radioactive decay is a first order decay. So many questions of first order I think you have already covered in your classes, because there are almost questions of the NCERT related with the first order. So before taking that, I am taking one very important topic that comes in the examination always in competitive exams. Right, and the topic is calculation of the order with the help of half-life. Calculation of the order with the help of half-life. Half-life, calculation of the order. Do you know half-life of the zero order is equal to A0 by 2K. Half-life of the first order is 0.693 upon K. And half-life of any of the order, nth order, Now make a point, any of the order. It is 1 by a naught power n minus 1. You please remember this formula. Half-life of any of the order, first order, second order, third order, it is 1 by a naught power n minus 1. Now let me make it very simple now. I am going to rub it, half-life of 0 order, first order and any of the order. So make a point, half-life of first reaction, there are two reactions, half-life of the second reaction, it is equal to a naught because it is 1 by upon 2 divided by a naught, convert is the concentration of first reaction. So this is a very, very important formula. Concentration. Okay. Now I'm taking this. You may write this is the initial concentration. You may write it simple A, small letter A. Small letter A write on one side. Small letter A is the initial concentration, or you write A naught. Is your wish. Now I'm taking. Remember one more thing. Pressure is directly proportional to concentration. So you may write here P even. Pressure and P here. If numerical of pressure comes here. Now write on the one questions related to this topic. Very important formula in objective questions, in MCQ questions. Question is P1 and P2 are given. Two reactions with pressures. P1 is 50 mm and P2 is 100 mm. The half-life of the first reaction is 4 hours. 4 hours. And half-life of the second reaction is 2 hours. 2 hours. Okay, now what is the order? So you please write here, this is A2 by 1, you forget to write n minus 1, you write here n minus 1. N minus 1 was the power, you forget to write. So what is the order? So what you will do, half-lives are given, let me start now. This is a question, pressure 50 and 100 mm, half-life of one is 4 hours, half-life of this 2 hours. Let us start the question. It's 4 by, half-life of first is 4 hour by 2 hour. 4 by 2 is equal to A2. If the first is, what is a P2? P2 was 100. It's P2 now, let it is P2. Now it's P1, 100 by 50. So your answer is power n minus 1. Power n minus. Your answer will come, it is 2 is equal to 2 power n minus 1. So it's 1. So it is 2 power 1 is equal to 2 power n minus 1. This comes 1 is equal to n minus 1. So your answer is n is equal to 2. So the order is 2. Very simple. So again listen, topic was calculation of the order when the half-life, with the help of half-life. So you always remember the formula, half-life of the first divided by half-life of the 2 is equal to P2 by P1, or you concentration of second. One more. Write down second question. Second is again same type. When the concentrations are given, C1 is 50, C2 is 100, half-life for one of the reaction is 3.64 and half-life of the other is, it is 1.82. So do the numerical very simple. It is 3.64 by 1.82 is equal to 100 by 50. Again your answer will come. So it is your approximate 2 is equal to 2 power n minus 1. Same answer. 2 power 1 is equal to 2 power n minus 1. 1 is equal to n minus 1. N is equal to 2. So this is a very important question we have covered. Next, write down few questions of chemical kinetics. Next question. How much time will take to complete zero order reaction? 100% completion of the zero order. 100% completion of zero order. At what time zero order will 100? You know what is zero order? Zero order is K is equal to A naught minus A by T. Time, you want to calculate time, you write it T and here write K. Very simple. 100% completion. 100%. So when the 100% action complete, nothing left, so it's just A naught by K. Because nothing left, 100%. What is A? Left after some time. When there is 100% completion, so it's A naught is equal to Tk. So your formula is, so it is A by A. A naught is the initial concentration. So the time for the 100% is equal to initial concentration by K. You may write this formula. It's a very important question. At what time the reaction zero order get 100% completed? Answer is equal to initial concentration divided by K. K is the rate constant. Okay. Now write down one very short questions. For example, a question comes. For example, there is a question which is very lengthy questions. If you attempt this question in CBS exam, it is quite lengthy, but there is a one formula. A is equal to A naught divided by to the power n. What is it? N? N is the total time by half time. Half time. Very simple formula. There is one more very simple formula and fastest way to calculate the numericals from the integrated first order reaction. I'm going to take one questions. So with that, your chemical kinetics chapter is over. What you have done in chemical kinetics chapter, you have done chemical kinetics chapter. Just I'm going to give you, before taking give you the hint. In this chapter, there is a type of reactions, two types of rates: average rate and instantaneous rate. How to calculate average rate, C2 minus C1 by T2 minus T1. How to calculate instantaneous rate. I have taken already two numericals. More of the questions of the instantaneous I will take in my next lecture. After that, the topic is rate law, mechanisms, order, molecularity, rate law, mechanism. And in the mechanism, the first step is slow, second is fast, then it's very easy to write in education. But when the first is fast and the second is slow, just two steps it will take. And when the order will come, once the order will come, you can easily calculate the units of the rate constant. After that, there is a zero order action. There is one action left, pseudo first order. One action left, let me take this also. I will take the numerical this also. Pseudo first order actions. So in the pseudo first order action, one of the reactant is in excess, that is water. A plus water arrow product. In a pseudo first order action, you know, molecularity is 2 but order is 1, right? In a pseudo first order action, molecularity is 2 and order is 1. And what is the example? Hydrolysis of ester, hydrolysis of sucrose is a pseudo first order action. A plus water arrow product, hydrolysis of ester and hydrolysis of sucrose is a pseudo first order action. What is the units? K. How to calculate the unit of pseudo first order? K into water is equal to nu constant, K dash. You calculate K, K is equal to K dash into water. K dash is mole per liter. K dash, and it is K dash for the first order is per second. And water is mole per liter. This comes per mole liter per second. Again listen, K into water is equal to K dash. Constant into constant is equal to nu constant. And what is K? K is equal to K dash and water. What is the unit of the K of the first order? Per second. And what is the concentration? Mole per liter. What will your answer become? Your answer become per mole liter per second. Unit of the pseudo first order rate constant. So the pseudo first order rate left, we have completed this also. A reaction was molecularity 2 but order 1 and the unit is this. Now coming to this type of question, write down one of the question. So it will take a time just for finding this type of questions. Let me write, you may take reaction is 75% complete in 36 minutes. Write down reaction is 75% complete in 36 minutes. At what? Calculate half-life for the reaction. A reaction is 75% complete in 36 minutes. Calculate half-life. Calculate half-life. So what you will do, you will calculate rate constant. K rate constant is equal to K is equal to 2.303 by T log A naught by A. So it is your completed. How much completed? Reaction is 75% completed in 36 minutes. So you calculate K is equal to 2.3 to put a time. The timing is 36 minutes. Log A naught, here you write what left. If reaction is 75% complete, the left amount is just 25%. So in this way you can calculate, it's log 4. Log 4 is 0.06021. So this is your answer, 2.303 by 36 multiplied by, it's your 100, and this is your log 4. Log 4 is that is 2 square, 2 log 10, you may like log 2.3010, or you may multiply it by 2. So either you take this or you take log 4, whatever the log 4, it's 0.6021. Either you multiply it by point or you write here 2 square. So it is 2 log 2. So you write here log 4 log 2 square, it's 2 log 2, 2 multiplied by 0.3010. Just remember the log 2 value, not like this. So it is your log 4, 2 square, 2 log 2. Log 2 is 0.3010. You multiply 2 into 0.3010, you put here, you get the answer. After calculating K, find the half-life. Half-life is equal to 0.693 by K, that you have already calculated. Okay, so this is your numericals related with the first order. So many numericals related to this topic I've already taken in my descriptive type lectures. So when so many numericals of pressure, now the concentration, now for the gases, first order gases reaction even I've taken. So this is all about, and in the next lecture I will start with the solving the MCQ of the first order reaction, where I will tell you each and every question in a very, very short way. Now we have completed the tips of the chemical kinetics chapter, left with just Arrhenius equation, because it is not in this 2021 syllabus, it is deleted by CBSE. So I am not taking this, except this Arrhenius equation. I have covered each and every point of chemical kinetics. Next we will meet in MCQ solving of chapter kinetics. Thank you.